are probably people making unicorns.
Oh, right on.
So absolutely, like, high five to that. A lot of people now are talking about the metaverse, and we've also seen people starting to chat not just about how we work or how we learn. Things going on related to that, or any other metaverse in 3D screen to full screen mode, back and forth, and I really like looking over to my friend next to me and like watching it together. I caught a little of that energy, which I think high school. I had a 1960.
Do require a lot of work to keep them running, and then plus adding all they obviously don't come with all the flux capacitor and wormhole emitter and all the Back to the Future gear. That's all has to be kind of scavenged and cobbled together. So I've been making it more screen accurate over the years. There's always
Like a Cybertruck 4 years earlier.
I know, yeah. It's the Cybertruck.
How about you? Like, has your life changed?
My life has changed drastically. Since when I was writing Ready Player One, I was working a tech support job. I was interested in technology, but I always wanted to be a writer. But I also was interested in like the number three in Ready Player One. Three is a magic number. Number seven is a number that comes up a lot in pop culture and in video games. And kind of collecting seven pieces of something is something that would come up in Dungeons and Dragons modules, and also in like Sonic the Hedgehog had 7 Chaos Emeralds that were. So I saw that was a way to weave all those things into the story. And how the Player 2, there are some specific facets of pop culture that I took inspiration from, like John Hughes films. Huge fan of John Hughes movies, especially the John Hughes movies that were set in high school. And he created his own fictional high school, Shermer High School. His high school.
Breakfast Club, one of my favorites. I love the soundtrack as well to that movie.
Oh, so great. Yeah.
So good. Seems like the book was so fun to write. Are there any moments that you felt were super fun without giving away too much?
I don't think I can give away the super fun moments without giving away too much, but I will tell you it was I had fun. I had fun the whole time I was writing it, because I knew, unlike with Ready Player One when I wrote it, I knew I wasn't sure if anyone was ever going to read it, outside of my friends and family. Whereas this, I knew there were a lot of people waiting and excited to read it, and that whatever I wrote, that story was going to play out. Those events were going to play out in billions of people's imagination.
And we're celebrating the publication in the U.S. and the U.K. I think it's safe to say this is probably the most highly anticipated fiction book of 2020. It's clearly on track to be a massive hit. I've read it. I'm blown away. It's worth it. There's another quest. There's some technical advancements that Halliday left for Wade that could change a lot of things. We've got a lot of action. I think, it's not just the future of the Oasis, it's even a bigger future.
Films. Huge fan of John Hughes movies, especially the John Hughes movies that were set in high school. And he created his own fiction. Dramas about young people's lives.
Yeah.
What we have to do, we have to fly past each other, and then once we fly past each other, that's when the dogfight will start. So that we both have a fair advantage.
I think also the Robloxians are going to love the challenges as well that we've got in store. So, Ernie, thanks again. In the midst of all these crazy times, hanging with you has been a highlight for me. I really appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you for making time to talk with me. And thank.
Try to get some runway first. I'll try it out.
People all around the world get to take part in it. It's really amazing. It's like bringing the story. I'm excited for people to finally get to read it.
With Ready Player 2, we're going to see a lot of great stuff. There's another quest. There's some technical advancements that Halliday left for Wade that could change a lot of things. We've got a lot of action. I think, it's not just the
and be with their friends and spend time together in a virtual space has been really therapeutic. So you guys are doing good work.
So, hey, you're making history with Ready Player 2. Let's roll back to Ready Player 1 because you capture the imagination.
The whole experience stands out. This past year I've kind of been living in my memories of it. And people were living there for the few days that we were shooting in the stacks. It was filled with extras who were all, dressed like it was 2045. It was just incredible. It was really a surreal experience. It felt like a dream kind of the whole time I was there. So
out to you like an old favorite of yours?
Out of his non-science fiction films, I would say Jaws is probably my all-time.
That GC store on Roblox, there are probably people making unicorns.
Oh, right on.
So absolutely, like high five to that. A lot of people now are talking about the metaverse, and we've also seen people start. Doing in the metaverse, and looking up at the screen, I found myself going from in 3D screen to full screen mode back and forth, and I really like looking over to my friend next to me and.
They obviously don't come with all the flux capacitor and wormhole emitter and all the Back to the Future gear. That's all has to be kind of scavenged and cobbled together. So I've been making it more screen accurate over the years. There's always more tweaks I can do to make it cooler. So it's like a hobby, having a car like an old car like this antique. My life has changed drastically. Since when I was writing Ready Player One, I was working a tech support job. I was interested in technology, but I always wanted to be a writer. But I also was interested in computers, and working tech support was a way to kind of work in a facet of what I was interested in. But it was a grueling job where I was on the phone, for 10 hours a day and helping people with their computers. And it wasn't a job that I enjoyed, but because I worked that job, a lot of elements of what I was learning about, connecting elements between them. So it'll make sense what I'm talking about once people out there read the book. But yeah, the number 7 was a big influence.
So hey, with Ready Player One, I think a lot of people who'd never worn a VR. Really fun, and I think in Ready Player 2, I think